welcome to this week's episode of Let's Chat with Curry and Adrian. I am Curry Terrell. With me, as always, Adrian McMillan.
I really did just choke.
Perfect time to take a sip.
I really choked. Because I had a hiccup and a swallow of Diet Coke at the same time.
A meeting of the bubbles.
That was scary. But I'm here. I'm here. I swear.
How are you doing?
I'm great. My feet are fresh. I just came from a pedicure.
That's nice.
Yeah. I needed it.
Want to know what I did all morning?
What?
Watch The Circle. I'm caught up.
What does that mean?
There's I think it was 4 episodes. I watched 1.5 yesterday. Then I paused to go to watch Drag Race. Mm-hmm. And then I watched 1.5 through 4 this morning.
Wow. I didn't get cast.
You were not cast, but I still think you are perfect casting for this show.
I will reapply every year.
Yes. Yes.
And win.
I think you would win.
You win what?
I don't remember.
$1 million.
I don't know. We'll have to look that up. But I feel like it's good money.
Yeah.
And also, you don't have to do any. I mean, you just have to sit in the house and talk.
My dream.
Yeah, literally, honestly.
But you wouldn't do it.
I don't think I would be good.
But I'm good.
You are good at navigating.
Because I'm fake.
I didn't say that. I did not.
Because the whole point is to be fake.
No, the point is not to be fake. The point is to be good at reading people and giving people what they want. Which
fake.
I think you are good. No, it's not fake. I mean,
performance.
There is a performative element to it, but I think that you are good at reading what people need from you.
Sure.
And delivering on that.
I love that.
I think that's a good thing. It's not, I don't mean fake.
No, I said fake.
Yeah, but of course on reality shows, everybody has to be fake a little bit. That's how they win.
Exactly.
It's like, it's not lying. It's,
No. Correct. You're fibbing.
What have been some highlights of your week?
Well, Caroline is texting us about Challengers for a screening that we couldn't get tickets to.
But we will be seeing it this week.
In 5 days. I saw Dune again.
How was that last night?
Amazing.
The best time?
I love that movie.
How long is it now playing again at City Walk?
I think for like another week or 2.
Are you going to see it in that time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure.
I think Patrick wants to go. That was it. And we saw that terrible movie that we're going to talk about.
And we went to Ojai?
We did go to Ojai. I forgot about that.
Ojai. What a nice little town.
It's very slow, calm. It was raining, which honestly I kind of loved. And we just hung out and ate and played games. We played Fishbowl or Celebrity, which is like a version of Celebrity. That was so fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, it went by fast, thankfully, this whole week.
We went to a birthday and watched Rocky Horror.
That's right.
You love Rocky Horror.
It's not my favorite movie.
I think it's so fun, but it is like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I love it.
It's the longest running movie of all time in theaters.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So what is our Rocky Horror?
There isn't something that has come out in our adulthood, young adulthood, that has consistently been in theaters. If you're talking about that.
Yeah.
That movie has not been out of theaters since it aired or first premiered.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that for us.
You know, they have that midnight movie screening at the Academy Museum, which Rocky Horror is part of. Mm-hmm. But the rest of them, they're just like cult movies.
Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
I want to go to that.
Yeah.
Hellraiser.
Yeah. Showgirl should have been in that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, whatever. They did it.
You're not the programming director.
It's like I'm not.
Sadly.
No. I have a real big pit of the week.
What?
I have been banned on TikTok. Not banned, but whatever it is where they suppress your content has occurred to me.
Meaning your vinyl videos.
Or
Let's Chat.
Both. Vinyl videos. Let's Chat, I can blame on the fact that I don't post but once a week.
Sure.
So I've been trying in my head to think of ideas like what to post on here to keep engagement going past the one day that I post. Mm-hmm. On Curry page, my page.
Curry page.
I don't know. It just nothing. My stories haven't been getting any views. So it's like I don't know what I did. I didn't do anything.
You've been shadow banned.
Yeah, I've been. That's the term. Yeah.
First Venmo.
Yeah, Venmo. I'm blocked
Banned.
on. Yep.
Now TikTok.
And Alana, like a clown the other day, requested some money on me on Venmo.
Yeah.
I said, that does not work.
It's been like that for like 6 months.
Help.
So what's the next thing you're going to be banned by?
Facebook. Mm-hmm. I don't even use Facebook, but to look at people's birthdays, I did wish happy birthday to a dead cat today, and I unfriended them. And it's the second year in a row, and Katie S. Wine every year likes the post, and that's how I know to delete it. So bless you, Katie S. Wine, but also I was so embarrassed.
That's funny.
That cat is dead.
You're going too fast.
I am going too fast.
And also, in general, why would you wish happy birthday to an alive cat?
Well,
on Facebook.
No disrespect. I was not close with the animal to begin with.
So even more reason to not do it.
And, yeah. And I didn't know when it passed. I didn't know anything about it. I don't even know if it was a boy or a girl.
That's so sick.
I don't want to be friends with your pets.
No.
Is that mean?
Mm-mm.
The Facebook friends, especially, because then I'm wishing happy birthday.
But you could also not.
I could not, but I go so fast. I don't have time to sit there and decipher, is this cat alive?
But again, why wish a cat happy birthday on Facebook?
Because
anyway.
I'm just going down the list. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Unless it's people I'm talking to every day, then I text.
Right. This is a whole nother conversation.
Okay.
It's good to loot. Like, at this point, you could send that dead cat a holiday card.
Here we go with the Christmas cards. Okay. What we're going to talk about first today is Taylor Swift.
About the movie?
Let's do the Taylor first.
Okay. I mean, it's just sad that I'm going to be talking about two things I really hate. Meaning the album.
So say something you really like first.
About either of them?
About something you're really enjoying right now.
We're going to see Patti LuPone.
We are going to see Patti LuPone. I cannot wait.
In like 2 hours. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift released her album on Thursday night, The Tortured Poets Department. And go.
And you know what I thought of you, obviously?
Yes.
Because she announced the album.
Yes.
Released all the records, and then released the deluxe version immediately.
I've literally spent half of yesterday thinking, what is the business decision behind her releasing? Because she did the same thing with Midnights. It was like Midnights came out, and then at 3 a.m., the 3 a.m. edition came out.
And riddle me this, 3 a.m. edition plus this deluxe version all will also have merch and CDs and vinyls.
She has never released the vinyl for the 3 a.m. edition.
But did she release like CDs or something?
A CD that was exclusive to her tour.
Interesting. Okay.
But she only released the vinyl, and so I'm guessing it'll be the same way. She probably will not release a deluxe vinyl. So what's the business behind her releasing an album and then releasing a whole other album immediately after 2 hours later? And I have come to the answer.
What is it? I have a thing.
Let's hear yours.
I just think engagement.
Correct. So what she is thinking is people, aka me, Caroline, whoever, will buy the record, the CD, both, all 4 covers, all 4 of the CDs, the signed ones, all that. To keep them still listening on Spotify, she adds a whole other album. That way she is still getting engagement digitally and physically.
Correct.
That's, I think, the business answer.
Is she the only person doing that nowadays at that level?
Yes. Beyonce, she didn't have like 5 songs on her album. Nicki Minaj did the same thing, but hers, I think, was more of like a panic. She just wanted to keep the album going, so she kept adding songs to it. Beyonce, I just think like that was the album, and then she added a couple songs to it before it was released. So I think it just got pressed too early.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Taylor is the only one doing that.
So did you listen to the original release and then the full deluxe in full, or did you just listen to the new editions?
I will not be listening to 30 songs.
No.
She delivered me an album of 10 songs, 15 songs, whatever it is. Yeah. That's what I'll be listening to.
So you're not going to listen to the other ones?
Unless one of them is a single.
Really?
Or it like comes up in the shuffle. Yeah. I'm not listening to a whole. If it was good enough to be good, it should have been on the album. The Midnights one, I have heard maybe 2 of those songs.
Yeah.
I'm not a deep dive enough fan to need to listen to deluxe tracks.
Sure. Bottom line is not good.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay.
I think I maybe have 2 songs left on the original release. They really, truly all sound the same. And, people keep saying, down with Jack Antonoff, like the people who are in the detractors, people who do not like the album, who are Taylor Swift fans, criticize Jack Antonoff as the reason. I'm starting to think it's that guy that she brought in recently from the 1975. Aaron Dessner, who has worked with Bon Iver a lot, so I like him, but he has written a lot of these songs with her, and they really all sound the same. In my mind, in my ears, they sound the same.
Yeah. They wrote a lot of the songs on Folklore, and that really was the turning point in a lot, because Jack is still a pop producer.
Yeah.
I do think her and Jack need to divorce.
Really?
Yeah. If I looked earlier, like the songs that he has produced for her, Cruel Summer was a bop. Like there are some bops, but like sort of like Bleachers. Yeah. It's some bops, but like ultimately it's a lot of like word salad.
Very talky. Yeah, very talky. I mean, then again, Jack Antonoff did Lord, right? And he did Solar Power and followed, which was preceded by Melodrama. So at least those 2 in my mind, Solar Power sucked, but they sounded very different to me.
And Melodrama had bops.
Was amazing.
Yeah.
Like a very critically acclaimed classic pop album. So I don't know why now these last couple of ones in my mind really sound so similar. Yeah. It's like all from the same writing session almost. Yeah. It's very strange. I really didn't like it.
I think it really highlights how that Taylor Swift is a good writer, period. I'm not sure that she's necessarily, it's not a good showcase of her songwriting. She has lost the thread on how to write a hook in my mind, which I understand not all people want pop music with a hook. I get that. But if you look back, as I tell Beyonce the same thing, if you zoom out, at people's careers, when they pass away, God forbid, they're going to show Shake It Off. You know what I mean? People like those songs. They have fun with those songs. They remember those songs. That's why they're pop songs. And she doesn't want to do that anymore. It's just a lot of just stream of consciousness, rambling. And there are some songs I like better than others, but I was like, wow, there's a lot of songs.
Yeah, it's just a little flat. Not tonally flat, just the sensation that I'm getting is flat. Like think 1989. Yeah. You're really going through this like story and it's transports you a little bit. In this world, it just feels so dull. Also, I read something that the New York Times said, which I think is perfect. She needs an editor, someone to just like edit her generally. It's too much.
Yeah. The single with Post Malone, did you watch the music video?
No.
Very pretty. Not a song I need to hear. Not the way to kick off the album. Good for Post Malone for having 2 features back to back.
Yeah. Beyonce then Taylor. That's pretty amazing.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's a perfect example of like it's just a ramble of a song.
Yeah, that's the perfect word, rambling. It feels a little like she just doesn't know when to stop.
But a lot of it, I think, is like there's this genre of music which is like Boy Genius, Lana, Taylor, 1975. That where it's sort of and she really like that is how she now identifies.
She leaned very heavily into it,
and that's not my thing. So I'm like, maybe it's just a me thing.
No, I think it. I mean, it. Obviously, there's people who will love it and people who will not like it. Yeah. But as someone who both, I think, can be fairly, unbiased with her because I have loved her stuff and also did not like her stuff, this is arguably not good.
Did you like Midnights?
No.
But you didn't think there were some bops on
There
Midnights?
were some bops on there, but I think collectively, again, not great to me.
Yeah.
Good, not great. This is bad. Yeah. Midnight's good, not great. 1989 is like the crowning jewel in my mind. Oh, yeah,
it's never getting back to that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I think there is no going back. And also you have to think like, no disrespect, she is slowly You know what I mean? Like there in my eyes, there's only so long where it kind of plays to like teenage girl mentality.
Yeah.
And her fans are no longer teenage girls.
Yeah.
They're having their own new levels of heartbreak and whatnot, but like there's something about it that still feels a little bit immature to me.
I will say this is her post Joe Alwyn.
Yeah.
Is that how you say his name?
Yeah,
Alwyn.
but also Maddie Healy, right?
A lot of about Maddie Healy, but like
allegedly
6 years they were together.
Yeah.
And it's all like wrapped up into like a breakup that you would have in high school.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a divorce. I mean, they weren't married, but like a
separation.
Yeah, it feels like.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's somebody else who has, like Adele, has mastered this like adult level heartbreak music in my mind. Taylor is not. Like I think they're like almost the same age.
Yeah.
I think Taylor's honestly older than Adele is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so there's a very strange disconnect there. I wish Taylor would have some like melancholy, heartbreaking, beautiful songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like something like Adele. That's who I'm thinking of.
And like you referenced 1989.
Yeah.
If you look, it had like Wildest Dreams,
Love.
Out of the Woods that were a little heavier.
Yes. You're in Love, my favorite one.
But it also had Shake It Off.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? That was a good balance for her. I do think, too, though, she does have very young fans. It's not just people that have grown up.
No, that's true. No, that she has kind of transcended a demographic of age.
And I just laughed thinking, like, 10-year-old. I saw this girl today that was on TikTok that was buying the vinyl, and she had to be like 6. And I thought,
wow.
Are you listening to this?
Wow.
Like, but good for her.
But imagine this music in a tour. It's like impossible. Like what song? Like
That's
one
true.
song, 2 songs, not even.
But it doesn't matter.
I know.
Because the people that are in, they're going to scream at the I mean, look at Folklore Evermore. Not my favorite moments of her career, but people were screaming like she was singing What's Love Got to Do with It.
I definitely love those albums more than this one.
Yeah, but again, they were compact. There was some, it was like 10 songs.
Right.
I think by like track 16, I was like, okay.
Right. A little long-winded.
Okay.
That's my hot take.
Yeah. I think some of it is just like at this point in my like fandom of her, I'm going to want some songs. I'm not going to like sit. Whereas I feel like used to, I could put on Fearless and bop like start to finish. I'm not really bopping start to finish to her like that anymore.
No.
But I had the best time at the Eras tour.
So did I. It did give me pause to go back to another concert of hers.
Oh yeah. I also think it's just it's a lot right now. You know what I mean? We have a new album like every 4 months.
Yeah.
Even though it's re-recordings or whatever, she treats them like new albums and the world treats them like new albums. So like it's like I do think there's a little bit of like how much air is left in the balloon, you know? Like
but I think she's proving there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. I don't think she's going anywhere, but I think it'll be nice when she's done with that part of it and she can just like move forward as like Taylor Swift here and now artist.
Right.
Hopefully away from the team that she's collaborating with now, which I don't think is going to be the case.
No, I don't think so either.
One thing I wanted to ask about Lana, did you watch any of the Coachella stuff and see anything that you were like, I wish I was there for that?
No. I know this past weekend or yesterday, what's today?
Saturday.
Yesterday she brought out Camila Cabello.
I love it, which is the worst song I think maybe ever.
And she came out and she's like, "What's up, Coachella? How's everybody?" And everybody was silent. It's just pathetic.
Are they like in the same managers?
No,
are they in the same managers?
Couldn't tell you.
I thought, how did y'all get together?
Yeah, no. My nail lady Jenny was like, "Are you going to Coachella?" I said, "Jenny, that started yesterday. Like, I'm not going today."
I missed it. Yeah. I think Beyonce was at Chloe though yesterday or today.
Was that? Yeah. I saw the shadow outline of her on stage. She was in Japan like 2 days ago. She gets around.
Just jet setting.
Love it.
Wow.
Love it.
Anything else you want to say about Taylor?
Flop.
It'll sell like 2 million copies.
I know. No, I'm hopeful for the next one.
Yeah. I still think there's some songs I'm going to get into.
We'll see.
The only movie that we saw this week in theaters was a classic, Sasquatch Sunset. which stars Riley Keough, Jesse Eisenberg, Christoph Zajac-Denek, and Nathan Zellner, who also directed it and wrote it, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It is about a family of Sasquatch. Is Sasquatch plural?
I think that's right.
A family of Sasquatch who are living in the world. And it just sort of follows them around. Every time I give a synopsis, I say "in the world."
You do.
Yeah, dang.
Of it all.
I have not said that on here.
Yeah, you're right.
On purpose, so I don't have to hear your judgment.
Yeah, that was a good synopsis.
We follow a family of Sasquatch, period.
With no dialogue.
There is no dialogue, a lot of grunting and swinging of arms.
And screaming.
A lot of sex. Or not a lot of sex, but a lot of sexual kind of jokes.
Yeah.
And they're completely made.
It looks like you're looking at Bigfoot.
Exactly. I stumbled on my word and hit the mic in 1 second. Yeah, exactly.
What did you think?
I didn't hate the experience of it.
Okay.
I did not think it was a good movie. It definitely left, it was not a movie. It was like a thought, an idea. I can appreciate, let's get some actors, dress them as Sasquatch, and have them, exist in the woods. That, I think, was funny. It was only an hour and 20 minutes, so I give them credit for knowing that. They did not have beefier material for that. But I wasn't miserable.
I wanted to pull my hair out.
Yeah, but you laughed some.
Yes, because she was, shitting in the road.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? She was squirting milk out of her boobs. That is funny, but that's body humor. That is not something that is, that was funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely, it felt like it was written by 12-year-olds.
Yeah. I do think, again, in theory, cool idea.
Yeah.
Because there's this element too of them trying to call out for others throughout the movie and they're not getting responses. So they're really on their own.
Yeah.
There's death, funny death,
grief,
sad death.
Yeah.
But overall, this should have been a straight to streaming movie.
Or a short.
Or I think it was a short, 10 years ago.
And it's just stayed there. Way. Yes.
But I guess these filmmakers, I think they're brothers, do very weird kind of out of left field ideas constantly.
Yeah.
I don't ever need to see one of their movies again.
No, and I definitely don't need to see that again.
Who would you recommend this movie to?
Jared.
Right.
People who like going to the movies for movies.
Yeah.
Or they want to see different types of
movies. But when we
movies.
were talking about it with him, or when he said he had zero interest in seeing it based on the trailer.
I wouldn't recommend it to him.
You know what I mean? Think of the average moviegoer.
Oh, absolutely. Can you imagine my mom saying that? Absolutely
this is really a movie for people who live in New York and LA.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I hate.
Yeah, I understand that.
You know what I mean? It's this. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know who would go and see this movie.
But did you enjoy the experience?
No, I would have rather been at home.
Are you glad you saw it?
No. It was a waste of time.
But at least it was short.
It felt long though, because they're really the plot is thin, so there's not anything propelling it forward constantly.
Yeah.
I did like the little baby Sasquatch.
Yeah, he was. It was funny. It had some funny parts, but you said, it was potty humor.
Correct. Which is not my cup of tea.
No, of course not.
No,
of course. I don't even like a fart joke.
Right.
It's yeah. No.
See, I do like those.
I like people farting in real life. That is funny to me. I don't but you did show me. Did you show me the TikToks of the guy running in Central Park?
Yes.
Now he was funny. I think just people's faces.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about Sasquatch Sunset?
No, I don't. There's nothing.
Let's see it again. I probably won't be in theaters long enough to see it again. Okay, now it's time for our question of the week. Yeah, you can call and leave us texts or voicemails at 919 675 2428.
Yes.
919 675 2428, aka 919 675 chat.
Do you have a message from someone?
I do, but do you have one you want to use instead?
I'll save it for next week.
Okay. This comes from our dear friend Jamie Brown.
Midtown Jamie Brown.
Yes, exactly. She asked, Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan are remaking Freaky Friday or making the sequel to Freaky Friday. How should they do it? Should Lindsay Lohan be the mom and Jamie Lee Curtis be the grandma? Who should be the daughter, if that's the case?
I think quintessentially that is the right idea.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it'll be.
Daughter in this world obviously has to be young enough to be Lindsay Lohan's daughter. So like 10 to 12 years old.
Yeah, because Lindsay is not going to want to age up to where
No.
she has like an 18-year-old daughter.
Correct. That wouldn't make any sense. But I don't know who it could be.
I don't know who it could be. I'm trying to think. I don't know any 10-year-old actresses.
Julia Butters.
It could be Julia Butters, star of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Should have been a contender.
Should have been a contender, according to Scott Feinberg, for the Oscar for her one scene. What else was she in?
I have wiped her from my brain.
She was a daughter in, wasn't it Steven's movie?
Oh, yes.
The Fabelmans.
Yes.
Legend.
Right.
Julia Butters, you're a legend.
Yeah. Star
And
of Freaky Friday 2.
Get your agent to email Lindsay Lohan.
I think that's the right answer.
She would be iconic. It has to be a redhead, though, I feel like. It's Lindsay
Put her in a
Lohan's
wig.
daughter. Okay, yeah, put her in a wig.
Do I need to see that movie, though?
Did you love Freaky Friday?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love
Was
to
that
see
in
it.
theaters?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Oh. I didn't see it in theaters.
Yeah, I mean, you were little. You were like 4 in my head. You were probably like 10. I think that the plot will be that Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay, and now a third generation are all switching places.
Well, Jamie Lee Curtis can't switch with a 10-year-old.
Why not?
That doesn't fly.
Why not?
I think it would be Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan switching. Daughter has to deal with the ramifications.
Oh, I see. But then it's from the point of view of like the daughter.
The daughter.
Ugh,
Where they're
I
like
hate
kind of
movies like that.
Yeah, where they're not in it. You know what I mean? They're like in it for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. The biggest miss in Hocus Pocus 2 was that we had new witches. I don't want to see new 3 witches.
Yeah.
I want to see the 3 of them and the kids from the first one running around again as adults.
I did have a good idea just now.
Let's hear it.
What if Lindsay does have like a 17-year-old daughter? Lindsay is a famous singer from the band.
She has a new song.
Has a new song, but then switches with the daughter and she has to be the pop star. Genius.
That is good. But then what does Jamie Lee Curtis do in the movie?
Has to go through high school. I mean, she has to lead the mom and the daughter through this body swap. And Lindsay is in high school.
See if there's a script already. You have an idea.
I'll write it. I'll sell it.
You'll sell it. Freakier Friday. Freaky Saturday. No, it has to be Freaky Friday, too. Thank you so much for your question. If you have a question, you can, again, email us at letschatwithcurry@gmail.com. You can call us, leave us a voicemail, send us a text at 919-675-2428. Now it's time for your Song of the Week.
I don't have I was really looking forward to it being Taylor, and I just can't do it.
There wasn't a single song that stuck out to you?
I was listening to some, like, from that album.
Yeah.
No.
There are, like, I'd say at least 4 or 5. I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty good.
I'm going to veto. I'm in protest of Taylor's album, I'm not having a Song of the Week. But I do apologize in advance for not putting the songs on Apple Music. Patrick told me you guys talked about it, but then neither of you told me. Y'all are fake.
Okay.
Patrick told me, actually, not you.
In my defense, when we sat here and did this here podcast last time, you said, oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. And I trust you as someone who doesn't like to be reminded of things.
Right.
Because, like, when I tell you to turn right, when you already know, you say, yeah, I know. Oh, okay. My song of the week It is on YouTube. I checked. Joe Serafini, Take It Slow.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is a bop.
We'll have a joint song of the week.
I love that.
I used to spend my time alone. Used to need space, but now I don't. 'Cause even asleep, I pull you closer to me. I made room for you in my dresser. 'Cause I hope you stay over forever. Got no second thoughts when you're on my mind. Baby, when you know. So I just let go. Falling quickly, feel your heartbeat with mine. Baby, when you know. I'm in a rush to take it slow.
Yeah.
Our friend Joe. What was that?
Alexa, yeah. Oh, she's going to start talking.
She's not talking.
Go to sleep. Anyway, it's a bop. If you haven't listened to it, he has 2 songs out now. They're both great.
Love it.
We love Joe.
We love Joe.
What are you looking forward to this coming week?
Patti LuPone.
We're seeing Patti LuPone tonight.
In 1 hour, 30 minutes.
And we're seeing Challengers
On Thursday.
And I really would like to see Abigail.
Yeah, I heard that was fun.
89% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's great. Well,
For a horror movie?
I'm not surprised because it's the same people who did Ready or Not, which was so fun.
That was good.
That was it's not horror, but it's fun horror.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to say campy.
Not even campy. It's goofy.
I have something I have to say right now. This week, there is no Drag Race, and there are no Housewives.
What are you going to do?
This is the first time I can remember in years.
They said since Barack Obama was in the White House that there's no Housewives on.
During COVID
Yeah.
and during the writer strike,
Yeah.
there were always Housewives on RuPaul.
Yeah.
Of some RuPaul.
You should watch some good TV instead.
Me. Sure, send something over. I asked you what you liked, and you said nothing.
Yeah, I can't name a single show
Okay.
right now. America's Test Kitchen on PBS.
Yeah, I should watch that. Okay, anyway, I'm very bummed about that and stressed.
It's all right.
And they got to pull it together.
So when does it air next?
The Housewives doesn't come on till May, New Jersey, and that will be the only one for months.
Wow.
And RuPaul All-Stars, I think, comes back in May to like middle of May. So I have like a month.
What are you going to do?
Cry.
Wow.
Thank you so much for listening this week. We hope... Who is texting like that?
Patrick.
Oh, my God. Leave us alone. Thank you so much. We hope you have the best week ever.
Yes.
Don't go see that movie, Sasquatch Sunset.
No. But you'll hear all about Patti LuPone.
Unless you love it, then let us know. I'd love to hear feedback.
Not me.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Let's Chat with Curry and Adrian. If you enjoyed the show, and we know you did, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review. Keep the conversation going by following me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Curry Terrell, and Adrian on Instagram at Adrian McMill, and Twitter at Yo Adrian McMill. Discover our weekly song picks by adding our playlist on Spotify or Apple Music, all linked in this week's episode description. Got questions or feedback? Email us at letschatwithcurry@gmail.com. See you next time. Bye, y'all.